Whenever a story question looks like it's going to be intense, right? When it's got a lot of lines, a lot of information, the best thing you can actually do is probably start with the answer choices and just get a good sense of what they're even giving you, okay? Sometimes that's enough. You can see with equations what the differences are between them. And also in this case, hopefully you've memorized what these equations represent. These are the vertex forms of a parabola, okay? They give us the vertex. So just to review, the general version here is going to be y is equal to a x minus h squared plus k. Now the a portion tells us the direction of the parabola. So if it's positive, it's going to make a smile, right? If you're positive, it's a smile. If it's negative, it's a frown, okay? So this is going to be a negative parabola in all cases. So we don't even have to think about that. And it makes sense because in the story, we're launching a projectile up and then it's coming back down to Earth, okay? So it's going to make that downward kind of trajectory. So what matters for us is what is the actual vertex. And there are different words that we use for vertex, especially when we have a story. And this word uses, this question uses a key one. It uses the word maximum, okay? So they are telling us the vertex, but they're doing it in code. And so we need to be able to take that vertex out of here for 256, that's our point, for 256, and we need to be able to put it in the formula. And you can see here from this formula that the negative that's in those parentheses is kind of built into the formula. So that's going to show up when we plug our vertex in. And our vertex is basically this hk, where h is the x coordinate of the vertex and k is the y coordinate. So if we're just taking this point and putting it in here, we're going to see, okay, the negative 16 is given to me. X minus 4 squared plus 256. And so sure enough, that is choice B. Now they changed the variables to h of t and t, but that should not stop us. X and y are always kind of what we're dealing with here. So it's just another letter to represent the exact same thing, the exact same concept. So we could also use the fact that they give us the time that it's back on the ground, 8 seconds. That would be the point 8, 0. That would be a x-intercept. Okay, we could use that. It wouldn't come up nicely in the equation like the vertex does, but we could use it using the my favorite strategy, plug points into equations. Remember, we always have that option. We can take the point 80, we can plug it into these equations. We do have a calculator here, and we can see whether or not that point even fits in the equation. And I'm pretty sure it only works in choice B. So you'd be able to get the right answer using either the strategic approach with plug points into equations or the more kind of memorization traditional approach of just memorizing the vertex formula. You're gonna need both for the SAT, so hopefully both of them make sense in my explanation. It just depends on what the question gives you, but a lot of times the strategic way will save you if you haven't memorized the facts that you should have memorized.